Like many other teams, then SWWCL has had its fair share of dominant teams, from the great draft Motorsports to NASCAR Motorsports. But no other team has had more ups and downs than Spin House Motorsports. From being a midfield Chevy team to one of the only dominant Toyota teams the league has seen in its course as a small league. Back in the early days of Season 2, Spin House Motorsports had started as a small Chevy team in I Just Play Video's number 74. He had good finishes when he showed up, but it was never enough to prove he was a top-tier team. At the time, the two powerhouse teams were ND Racing and Draft Motorsports, owned by most hated guy 356 and that season's champion, Drexdex. In Season 3, they had an entire rebrand, as they were no longer Chevrolet, as they were now a Toyota team looking for success. At the time, ND Racing had hired a future champion by the name of NASCAR 1 Euro, who became that season champion and got ND Racing's first championship in its first 2 seasons. With ND taking the best driver of the season, Spin House went all out looking for young prospects. That's when they hired Ricky Bobby 52, pure Wisconsin, with Antrix and Tinitha Racer and a part-timer in Sebas 40 to ride for the team. The 15, 5, 4, 46 and 45. They had a good season as pure rack to wins for Theodem, looking to become the greatest, but it wasn't enough to stop the dominant ND Racing's NAS to win the title. The next season, as we know it, would be their greatest season yet since draft 2 seasons prior, as Ricky Bobby 52 would get his first 2 wins and lock himself into the championship 4 with his team owner Brandon Agant, the 2 NASCAR Motorsports cars. As NAS won 5 races that season, it wasn't possible to stop the dominant number 1 team of Brandon with 8 wins of the season. Obviously, we know Brandon went on to win the championship and set his record as 3rd in the all-time wins list. Now in the off-season, he had set to keep all his drivers but Ethan departing to start his own team, Evantron Racing. Skipping Season 5 due to it being shut down, Season 6 looked to be another good season for Spin House Motorsports, as he had signed Guckagammer XD to the 5 car, Marmar Kami Jr. to the number 50, and Joey Logano Rocks 22 to the 15 car. And it would be good choices, as Mar won the Daytona 500 in his debut race and then won a 4-wide photo finish in Homestead, Miami. And Gucci would win Auto Club, as he was Bitlingnik for the win. But all of this wouldn't stop Mason and Hero going up the ranks and leading points, beating Mar and Gucci. As more points were headed Mason and Hero's way, the point standings showed us that Spin House was really being left in the dust, as no Spin House drivers kept joining. The gap of constructors' points was well over 200 from Spin House to ND Racing. And then yesterday, as of June 25, 2022, it was announced it'd be Brandon that the once legendary empire of Spin House Motorsports would be shutting its doors and closing at the end of the season. Many people were surprised, as they were just looking like a contender for the constructors' title. That left their best drivers like Gucci and Mar not knowing if their place in the Cup Series will be maintained for Season 7, as they are now free agents. But there is a rumor that Gucci might move the second-class team in the constructors' standings, KFC Racing and drive for the 0-0, and possibly being teammates with 4-time winner this season, Mason. It is unknown what will happen to Joey, Mar, or even the owner Brandon, but more will be announced soon. That is the full history of Spin House Motorsports. From a mid-pack Chevy team to being an empire in Toyota pipeline to shutting down in the end of Season 6. That is all for today. If you want more videos like these, I'll do more, and I'll even do your team's history. I'll try to keep posting more, as me league has gotten me super busy. Anyway, that's all for the video. Giovanni out.